Fiscal policy. In economics, fiscal policy is the use of government revenue collection, mainly taxes, and expenditure, spending, to influence the economy. In other words, fiscal policy is the means by which a government adjusts its spending levels and tax rates to monitor and influence a nation's economy. In this topic, you will be introduced to the definition of fiscal policy, types of fiscal policy, objectives of fiscal policy and the tools of fiscal policy. Learning objectives for Week 1. At the end of this topic, you should be able to 1. Define fiscal policy. 2. Highlight the types of fiscal policy. 3. State the objectives of fiscal policy. 4. Explain the tools of fiscal policy. Fiscal policy. Arthur Smithies defines fiscal policy as a policy under which the government uses its expenditure and revenue programs to produce desirable effects and avoid undesirable effects on the national income, production, and employment. Types of fiscal policy. There are two main types of fiscal policy: expansionary and contractionary fiscal policy. 1. Expansionary fiscal policy is designed to stimulate the economy, is most often used during a recession, times of high unemployment or other low periods of the business cycle. 2. Contractionary fiscal policy is used to slow down economic growth, such as when inflation is growing too rapidly. The opposite of expansionary fiscal policy, contractionary fiscal policy raises taxes and cuts spending. Quick evaluation. Is fiscal policy the same as monetary policy? A. True. B. False. The correct answer is option B, false. What then is monetary policy? Monetary policy deals with the supply of money and rate of interest. Monetary policy is therefore the process by which the monetary authority of a country, like the central bank or currency board, controls the supply of money, often targeting an inflation rate or interest rate to ensure price stability and general trust in the currency. Objectives of fiscal policy. The objectives of fiscal policy may differ from country to country. The following are the main objectives of fiscal policy in the development countries. 1. Increase in savings. 2. To encourage investment. 3. To achieve equal distribution of wealth. 4. To reduce the regional disparity. 5. Stabilization of price level. 6. Increase in agriculture and industrial output. 7. To attain maximum welfare of the people. 8. To check rapid increase in consumption. 9. To achieve economic stability. 10. To control inflation. Tools of fiscal policy. 1. Public revenue tools refer to the taxes collected by the government in various forms. The taxes can be direct or indirect. 2. Public expenditure tools refer to increasing or decreasing government spending or expenditure to influence the economy. Summary for Week 1. In this topic, you have learned that 1. Arthur Smithies defines fiscal policy as a policy under which the government uses its expenditure and revenue programs to produce desirable effects and avoid undesirable effects on the national income, production, and employment. 2. There are two main types of fiscal policy: expansionary and contractionary fiscal policy. Activities for Week 1. Now that you have completed this topic, you can assess how well you have achieved its learning objectives by answering the following questions. Write your answers in your book and discuss them with your teacher. 1. Define fiscal policy. 2. Highlight the types of fiscal policy. 3. State the objectives of fiscal policy. 4. Explain the tools of fiscal policy.